Hello and welcome to another live stream, kind of a second try with the Flight Factor 757. Now it's the extended version. It's not the professional version anymore, it's the extended version. So in case you have any problems with the video, the chat or the sound, just let me know, just write it in the chat and I will try to take care of it. But I hope everything is already okay. So we will do a kind of short haul flight from Zurich to Vienna with this FedEx Boeing 757 freighter, and as you can see, it's the freighter version, and that's the special thing about the extended version of the Flight Factor 757, which just came out, that you can actually have the freighter versions now and also the 757-300 versions. So what we'll do right now is we'll load the plane. So we'll do a passenger bus, stairs, fuel truck, chocks. We'll have 4 passengers. We'll have a cargo weight of 20,000 pounds. APU time 20, taxi time 20, contingency fuel 5,000, alternate fuel 5,000, and trip fuel, let's say 30,000. Hope that works. Unload it and load plane. Why isn't it loading? Ah, okay, I know. Yeah, that's working. You can see it's filling up the fuel. Plane loaded. Perfect. Let's watch the animation though. So we'll do the stairs and the passenger bus, and the GPU and the fuel truck and the chocks, and we will close the doors now. Wonderful. And while we're here, we're going to enter the routes. So origin is LSZH. Oh, sorry, it's already there. And the destination is Vienna. Departure in Zurich will be runway 34, and it will be Deges, and the arrival in Vienna, as we don't know what the weather will be in Vienna, we will just take care of that. Just checking it. Wow, it's 15 knots and gusts of 26 knots. This is going to prove interesting. And it's runway 11. It's runway 11, and take this. We're going to take a look at the route now. Here. From Degas we will go direct to Gamli, to Balad. Okay, I think we'll get rid of Balad. Okay, this looks good. So we'll go to the performance page. He fills this in automatically. Cost index will be 35. And cruising altitude will be 30,000 feet. And the takeoff calculation will have flaps of 15 and temperature is at the moment 17 degrees. Here we go, we are configured. Okay, we'll just need the trim. And we'll do the startup of the engines. Yeah, this control is really fiddly. I don't like it. It always gives me the zoom. You see it? Hate it. And when the plane is moving while flying, this is getting a lot worse. Okay, so everything is set. We'll just start the engines now. Start 2 and starting number 2. Okay, it's spooling up. Taxi light on, wing light on. Logo light on. And starting number 2. Number 1, I'm sorry. And I'm going to hide the yokes, I don't like it. They're blocking my view. Let's set the flaps to 15. And we are ready for taxi. Altitude disagree, okay. This should be here. I hate these controls. Okay. Okay. So generators are on, packs on, APU off, isolation switch off, APU off. And we'll start the taxi. Parking brake off. He already starts taxiing.
Don't try this yourself. It's extremely dangerous.
What I really like are those slope runways in X-Plane. So let's do the takeoff. We are ready. The toga button for should be here. I don't know. Okay. V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. So there's the Lake of Constance. Yeah, I don't have it on an SSD, I think. I think I have it on a normal hard drive. I have FSX and prepared on an SSD, and I couldn't put X-Plane as well on an SSD. I didn't have the room. As you can see, this is Altenrhein down there. You see it? It's just here. That's Altenrhein. And we should see the first mountains now appearing. We're already at 21,000 feet, 22,000 feet. And if you know the area a little bit, just like I do, you will see that this Ultra HD mesh scenery, it is really, considering all the landmarks you see here, I mean, there should be a city on this island, but yeah, FSX prepared and X-Plane have problems with this one. But as you can see here, this is a port, and it's very, very detailed. Also here, this river that goes into the Lake of Constance, it is very, very detailed. And even if you take a look here and here, I'm sorry for the clouds covering a lot of the area, but I can tell you from knowing this area that this is a very, very, very realistic rendition of the area, of the Alps area. And if we would do some VFR flying, you would be able to see that it's even more realistic down there. So top of climb now, and this is a beautiful, beautiful region. And I would say, even though I am very, very excited with FTX Global and the OpenLC packages and all that stuff, I would say that this is superior to it. This really is superior to it. And so I am really curious about what this simulator will be like in a few years, or what it will be able to provide us with, you know. But it all comes down to there have to be a lot of people using the simulator and playing it just to, or or flying with it so that we can really get something out of it, because they have to, you know, this is a niche product, and they have to make money with the product, so there have to be people using it, and I think that's a real problem of X-Plane. It's still even more a niche product than FSX and Prepared, and with the Dovetail simulator coming up, I mean, I don't know anything about it, what it will contain and what it will be like, but with that coming up as another competitor, I think it will be very interesting to see which simulator will really make or be successful in this environment. So as you can see, there seems to be something messed up with the wind up here. It's very, very turbulent. You can see that on the wingtips. Wonder if it's a weather issue. I think so. Just going to turbulence probability. I don't want 100% turbulence. Let's put it to 30%. Okay, now it's updating, and it should be better now. Still a lot of turbulence here. But better, I'd say. Okay, so well, you can see it compete with Prepared. If you watch my streams, you will see that I'm using Prepared mainly, and I'm only using X-Plane from time to time, and now with the 757 extended I'm using it more, of course, but I'm mainly using Prepared. I haven't installed FSX on my computer yet, and I think every sim has its advantages and its disadvantages, so I will talk about that in a minute. If you will excuse me for a minute, I just have to get a sip to drink, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes or something. See you soon. Okay, so I'm having some visibility issues here. Looks weird. Looks weird. I have to say that I have installed a plugin that limits the visibility, because, you know, one of the problems of let me just check something. So you see, what I was about to say is that one of the problems of X-Plane is that with increasing height, and I'm talking about cruising altitude here, like 30,000 feet or even already 20,000 feet, there's a visibility problem, because with X-Plane you can display a lot of the scenery around you, and it's almost unlimited visibility. So you have the problem that at high cruise altitudes, where you can see a lot of the scenery, that you actually the performance goes down a lot. And you can see I have installed some scripts that are limiting the visibility now, which leads to this rather shitty depiction of the world. I hope that I will be able to get rid of this with the next restart of X-Plane, but for now it seems that I cannot change it. So we're almost at our top of descent, so what I will do now is I will check the ILS frequency of the runway we are landing at. Because the problem is with, or it's not a problem, but with the 757 you have to put in the ILS frequency manually. So we will put in oh, come on. So the ILS frequency is 110.30. And the course is 112. All right. Yes, I own an NVIDIA card, a GTX 980, overclocked, factory overclocked, in fact. I did use the inspector. I did. I don't do it anymore. It's an issue with well, with FSX I used it with the DX10 scenery fixer. But with prepared, with me mainly using prepared, I didn't need it anymore, because I think it's, as far as I know, it's pretty useless to use the NVIDIA inspector with prepared. I'm not 100% sure, but I think a lot of the settings don't have any effect. So here with the draw distance, I cannot tweak any settings. It's just depending on the scripts that I'm running in X-Plane, the plugins as they're called. And this one is kinda, I have two plugins now that limit the draw or the visibility distance, and I think they're kind of messing each other up. So I hope that I will be able to get rid of this with the next restart of X-Plane. I tried resetting it. There is a new profile and news inspector, really? I have to check that. I didn't know that. I know that there is a prepared profile, but I think does it really have any effect? What do you mean? You know, the one experience I made with Prepared is that they kind of said something like, if you start up Prepared for the first time, then with the kind of low down settings or middle settings, it's like FSX tweaked up all the way up, the graphical settings. So the problem with Prepared is you start it up for the first time and you think that, hey, it's more advanced, I can tweak up the settings, and so you tweak them up to like very dense scenery, and the frames will just go down like they did in FSX. So I think you have to get used to the enhanced graphical quality in Prepared and try not to overdo the settings. That's what I did, and so I had problems with the frame rate in Prepared as well. What I did is I made, you know, my main problem was the frames, and the second problem was the VAS usage, because with a lot of advanced add-ons like the PMD, especially the PMDG 777, you will have a problem with VAS usage in case you're using add-on airports. And what I did was I made several profiles, several graphic setting profiles, like one for VFR, then one for medium range flight, or in fact I did one for VFR and one for long range flights with the PMDG 777, because if I'm flying in such high altitudes, I don't need the detailed scenery below me loading and filling up my VAS. And with Prepared still being a 32-bit application, there's still the problem that if you're, for example, if I'm flying from Vienna to New York, from one add-on airport to the other, from one big add-on airport to the other, I will have the problem, and you are flying over London, or at least near to London, and I have London Heathrow Extended installed, so I have the problem of the simulator loading up all my scenery add-ons like FTX Global, OpenLC, blah blah blah, loading the Vienna airport, loading the New York airport, and then while I'm at cruise altitude also loading London Heathrow. So you will have the problem of loading up a lot of add-on airports, and you will probably run into an out-of-memory error when landing in New York. So what you have to do is you have to, before doing your flight, you will have to deactivate, just a minute. I'm sorry. So you have to deactivate London Heathrow, which is a lot of work actually, but it is necessary with the memory restrictions you have in Prepared and in FSX. So I'm really looking forward to Prepared becoming a 64-bit application. They are working on it, they say, and I hope we will see some results soon, because that's really what we need, is a step forward, and that's what you said, Bretsan. I hope I am pronouncing your name correctly. with the technology we have at the moment, our simming experience, as you said, should be better, and that's the point. You know, we have so many breathtaking games out there with breathtaking graphics. I know that you cannot switch everything around or apply everything on a flight simulator, because you have to simulate the whole world and in detail as well. But it's a wonder that we haven't got a better simming experience. So I added some drag. QNH 1017. I hope we will be able to make it. Well, slowly but surely it's getting interesting, so I'm already... Ah, it's too early. So we'll use a setting of 25 degrees flaps, and it will give us an approach speed of 129 knots. I'm curious if the plane will automatically slow down to 250 knots at 10,000 feet, so I'm already switching on the appropriate lights. Fasten seatbelts is on. Yeah, it is. Cool. So I'm adding some drag again. Wow, don't know if the plane will be able to make 3,400 feet, but I hope so. 25 degrees, 129 knots.
Dawn, I see you shine. When I feel that heartbeat, I fly so much higher. Fly
Still can't see Vienna.
much higher. Fly so much higher.
That's cool. It's another interior. Then the passenger version. That's cool.
Take my hand, don't let go, skyward bound.
So there's Vienna.
Skyward bound.
So I really hope this is going to work better than the last time. It seems that we will be able to make the 3,400 feet, or at least I hope. I think here's the touchdown point. I don't know, but maybe here. Ah, it's there. Now take a look at this. This is so cool. Okay. Enough of the replay mode. So this is the end of my live stream for today. I am pretty satisfied how it went this time. I think that I was able to iron out some of the mistakes I did the last time with this airplane. I'm really enjoying it very, very much, and at the end of this stream I want to give you a little goodie, or a little good news. One of the, I think, most beloved FSX planes, like the Level D 767-300, is going to get a big competitor in X-Plane, because this company that did this airplane and the company that did, I think, the 777, they are doing the 767 for X-Plane, and I am pretty sure that this will be a magnificent add-on for X-Plane, and I am really, really looking forward to it. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream, and I would be glad if you followed me, and until the next time we see ourselves, I wish you all happy landings.